back again.
Yeah, so this episode is about
I mean, it's about how YouTube
how
actually.
the election was determined by podcasts.
Yeah, podcast and YouTube a big part of that.
Yeah, and death of traditional media.
Thankfully.
Or is it still alive?
Or is it still alive? I mean, is it though?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think we both think it's gonna die, mostly because.
I mean, it's dead. That's what the point is, right? Like.
Yeah, that's also a good point. It's because it doesn't have the same flexibility that we do. We can just post whatever, and then people look it up or they leave.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay, so what we wanted to start with was the fact that during the Trump-Harris election, there was it was hugely lopsided towards Trump, and that kind of helped predict. I mean, everybody knew to some degree that Trump was gonna win that one, right?
Yeah, but how many podcasts did he go? More than 10, 15-ish?
Yeah, he also did more quantity.
Yeah, 15 podcasts minimum, I think.
Yeah, roughly.
Yeah.
And then he also did other stuff as well, like
Yeah.
the golf video, right? Where he just golfed for an hour
and
with a
she
person.
did like less than 5, I think, for sure.
Yeah, but it was big ones too, though. Charlemagne's and then the
Caller Daddy thing.
Yeah, the one with the woman. I don't know.
Caller Daddy podcast.
Yeah, okay. And then one more, I don't know. But still, very few. And all of them accumulated to 4 million views.
Kamala Harris.
You know how much Trump got? 124 million.
Yeah.
Between everything. And that's just YouTube. There was, of course, more.
Probably that's enough to flip the swing states, I guess.
When you've got like 120 more.
And you know what Joe Rogan was saying? Like his video was not visible. It seems they're not.
Yeah, they talked about that.
So they are putting it in Twitter. The link. Some people have downloaded the podcast before Google fucked it up. So they are uploading it in their own channels, and those things got views. Like just Joe Rogan only with tampering, basically not letting them see. It's 50 million views close to it now. As of today, I guess.
Oh, okay. So it's increased even more.
Yeah, it should be even more. And the next Elon Musk that came on Sunday, everything, that does 65 million in 12 hours.
Oh my god. Like. Yeah, it's a lot. But, so it kind of shows early what the signs were. Signs of decay and
yeah, but we never know, right? We did not know that this was so powerful. After the results, we know that, right?
Yeah. But we already suspected, and we're not the only ones that suspected that Trump was gonna win, just due to the fact that it seemed so one-sided, at least on the social media space when it comes to likability. Similar to how it was with Hillary, right? She tried to be likable, but everyone didn't like her in a way. You remember that?
She had the most chance than Kamala, I think.
It was closer than now.
Yeah.
But it was still the same issue with, I mean, internet likes Trump more.
Yeah. More original. I mean, we can say like people are so tired of the scripts, I guess, like they want some original.
and politicians doing stuff.
Yeah.
The way that they usually act.
Yeah.
Right?
Being political.
Political and censored and not having their own opinions, more like the opinion
mostly, scripted shit.
Yeah, whatever gets them in office. So yeah, it's good to see that they lost.
I mean, shocking that like podcasts determine the fate of the election. Like, what the fuck? And traditional media, CNN, MSNBC, all those things, and BBC.
They all unanimously were like, "Oh, it's a knife's edge." I think they described it, knife's edge, close. It's gonna be close, you guys.
And so many people still believe that Corona.
Yeah, it was so close, but. It's like when you see it, how much of a landslide victory it was, I guess.
Yeah, more than 303.
Yeah, what is the final score? Do you know?
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, it's more than 303. I just saw some.
I stopped watching after he hit 270, so.
Yeah.
I just didn't care.
That's more than enough, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he won at some point, so then I didn't bother after.
Yeah. I mean, now the hottest, every week is hot as fuck. Like, now what, RFK is appointed in one of the cabinet positions. What is it about? Like, what is
it? Was Health and Human Service, I think. Okay. Something like that.
Is there anyone else you remember? Like the
Tulsi isn't officially yet, because RFK is officially there, right? If you look up the board, he'll be on that board. Like
Yeah.
of everyone he's chosen, there'll be a bunch of faces you do not recognize because he had to pick some normal
Yeah,
people.
some
too.
old people, old folks, like the our previous years people. Anybody was it?
I have no idea because I haven't followed it.
I mean, nobody knows, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
Nobody knows. But you see RFK is officially in there.
Yeah, that's a good thing. And Elon Musk is what, informally?
Yeah, informally. I don't know if it's necessarily informally. I think it's more rather that it's a branch that hasn't been established yet.
Yeah, but I don't think they can come and establish something. These are things that is something, it's like transportation is a ministry. Means like you cannot next time come up with something new ministries, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if it is even a thing.
Yeah, if they can make a new branch like that,
I read somewhere that it will be more like an informal kind of a way to.
that might be true.
I mean, it's crazy,
But
man.
what-
Like just reading
yeah.
the Elon Musk book, Twitter saga, all those things, Tesla, SpaceX employees and stuff. How he cleaned out the people.
Yeah, and how much he likes risk or doesn't like it, but he's not adverse of it. Like he isn't scared of it.
Yeah, not about risk per se when it comes to here. It's like productivity. What the fuck?
Productivity.
Did you guys do? What did you achieve? Like
Yeah,
this
and then you-
agency, what did this government agency in 20 years did?
And then he'll kick you out if you
Yeah.
don't answer on the spot. If you start choking, you're gone. Which
He
is
literally said like they'll give 2 years severance pay and then send them out. Kinda.
Yeah.
Like, that's too generous. Like what the fuck? Like 6 months, okay? Why 2 years though? I don't know.
yeah, 2 years is a long time.
It's like
You can-
already again, like treating them like.
And also,
babies.
like, if you're being fired in 2 years, what's your incentive to do a good job? If I'm being fired next year, I'm being told 1 year in advance.
No. Severance pay. That means.
Oh,
like,
you get left and then they pay you for 2
2
years.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. I thought
Yeah.
it was
Why
like
would anybody give that? Like it's
No,
such
because
a joke.
we do some. It's like a notice before you get to leave. It's
No, not the notice period.
Okay.
It's just severance pay.
okay.
In USA, there's no notice period. Is after this call ends, you are not a part of this company.
Okay.
One of my friends who worked in USA was telling, dude, I just got fired. Just we thank you so much. You did a lot of stuff. I'll give you all the letters you need for recommendation. But after this call, you are terminated.
You're done.
That's why, like, I work for a US company now. I'm like terrified. Like any day that message will come for me, not even call.
Yeah, it won't be a call. It'll be like
So I'm a freelance contractor. So basically, it's like, dude, thank you, bye.
it'll
See ya.
just be. It won't. Be, it'll be like a message. Thank you for your service. Goodbye. It's like a veteran from
Yeah.
war kind of comes back and be like, okay, now you sleep on a bench. I guess you get some pension, but you know. So yeah, so back to the governmental stuff. So he's together with Vivek,
Really?
wasn't it? You mentioned
I
it.
mean, that's what I heard. But Vivek, I don't know. Like now we saw the thing, right? I don't know whether he's officially in or like I don't know. Maybe they're together. I
They-
mean, he's there all there. That's all.
Yeah, Vivek and Elon will be running those two things together, which I think is a good thing to counterbalance, you know, how they did with the chancellors and things in Rome. But for the health though, the health and human services, we looked at the tweet, right? So that's, I mean, it could be good for FDA. I don't know what he's got
Yeah, that's so
in
cool.
mind.
thing, though.
So we got the tweet here.
Yeah.
Should I read the whole thing? It's kind of long though.
I mean, maybe the punchlines, like wherever it sounds cooler.
Okay. Oh yeah, these are all cool though, actually. Because they're all like, he's complaining about the problems with pharma, how they.
He's straight
Attack.
away going for the.
Yeah.
That's why, and also we read like last week or this week that the pharma company stocks are tanking already, preparing to brace for.
Yeah, it was all red. They
all
talked
of them, all of them went down.
all of them were going down. So what he's saying here, I think that's. I'll read the whole thing because it is very interesting. Okay, so FDA's war on public health is about to end. This includes its aggressive suppression of psychedelics, peptides,
Fuck yeah!
stem
Oh
cells,
my god!
raw milk, hyperbaric therapies, which I
Yeah.
chelating compounds, ivermectin, hydrochloroquinolones, vitamins, clean food, sunshine, exercise, nutraceuticals, and anything else that advances human health and can't be patented by pharma. If you work for the FDA, and are part of this corrupt system, I have two messages for you. One, preserve your records, and two, pack your bags.
Oh my god, it's fucking cutthroat. But that's what you need when a system is so fucked up.
Yeah.
You know, they always say, the best example, Singapore, that prime minister or president who
He's more like a dictator.
So that guy was like, he had a chance that whether he can become rich like every other politician and the country will be like basically like every other country, or he can do the revolutionary stuff of putting the country first, taking real strict drastic measures. Now Singapore is like one of the best countries to ever be on the entire earth, completely modern.
Yeah, and the trash.
Recycling.
I remember watching a video of a guy leaving intentionally his laptop in like an open space publicly. It was in a coffee shop in like the most busy street, unattended, for like over a day.
Yeah.
And then nothing happened.
And I saw another video in UK. They try to flex his iPhone. They want to keep it in the same coffee shop, just outside, just near the table's edge. They waited how long it will take to get pickpocketed. The same thing. Oh my god, man. So that's the thing. I'm so interested to see it. Every week is gonna be fun now. Media is gonna boom because of covering Trump's stuff, right?
Yeah. Because he's gonna keep choosing things and make this.
And speaking of this Trump stuff, yesterday was a UFC event where Trump showed up, Elon Musk showed up, RFK Jr. showed up. The freaking entire stadium was shouting for minutes, several minutes, man. The entire stadium is shouting. It's crazy though.
Yeah, it's just I was just looking at the Singapore thing, if it was a dictatorship or not, and it doesn't seem like
No, dude.
Nah.
I mean, it's strict.
It's strict.
Strict laws and stuff, but it's like genuinely less zero
So
corruption.
just some people are calling it a dictatorship. So I
Yeah.
was just wondering if it was actually true.
So I was happy to see Trump and RFK and Elon together like a fucking
Like a family.
Dude, it's crazy, man. Yesterday in the arena, like that, when I was watching the UFC.
For which UFC fight though? Was it anything special?
Yeah, yesterday was like a badass one, like a very, very big fight actually. Like heavyweights.
I mean,
heavyweight championship.
Speaking of heavyweights, what was the other big fight?
The greatest heavyweight boxer of all time, one of the Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. So they both fought and they both danced. The co-main event, the women fought so well.
Yeah,
they
I heard
completely overshadowed them.
Yeah.
They were like, dude, the thing was, they both were scared for the consequences, Jake was scared to get closer and he was running, he was quick, right? 27 years old, he's so quick. Mike fucked his meniscus probably, I think he was wearing a kneecap, he couldn't catch him. And he's also getting hit with Jake's jabs, basically. It's really strong and his right hand as well. So he don't want to get knocked out at 58 as well. So they both were so defensive and like it sucked. The entire fight sucked.
But they probably raked in a lot of money, right?
Yeah, they made a lot of money and they sold it as a real fight and we all lost. I mean, many people were saying, what the fuck did you guys expect? That's what is gonna happen.
Yeah, he's... How old is he, Mike Tyson?
58.
So he's 58. And that has some limits. You start noticing that you're not as sharp as you used to be.
Yeah, literally Roy Jones Jr., the guy who he fought before was the commentator. He's saying, dude, those legs are not moving, man. He wants to do, he knows how to box, right? Obviously, entire life he did boxing, right?
Mm.
But he just could not move because of his body. His body's not favoring.
Yeah, because he's...
That's so sad, bro. Everybody loves him. I also love him so much. He's such a sweetheart, Now he just changed a fucking new leaf in his life, right? Like, he's so different person.
Which is not fighting anymore. Which is fine.
Very nice, kind guy, kind of. It's like a very sweetheart of a guy now.
Yeah, I don't know why he chose to accept the fight, though.
I mean, why not? I mean, the challenge, right? Like, nobody will do. Who would you, the craziness of it. Like, which crazy person will fight at 58 to a 27-year-old? I will. That's what he's trying to say. It's more than money though. Money is of course a big deal, but he's so rich that I don't think he's good.
Yeah, I don't think like 1 or 20 million is gonna make a huge difference.
Yeah, but 20 million is still significant.
It's
though.
a large
I mean,
amount.
21 more million I think is very conservative estimate. It's Netflix, 120 million.
Yeah, I know. That's
Netflix
just the numbers
crashed,
I saw.
something like that. Like Netflix will crash or something like that. So I think like they might have made like 40 million or something per head.
Yeah, probably. I mean,
40 50.
That's just the number I looked floating around all the time, but nothing was confirmed though.
Yeah.
For the payday. I mean,
it's not gonna be less. So what is the point of even discussing?
At least 20 million.
Yeah.
Which is not a small amount.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Nowadays also the Middle Eastern people are doing the boxing stuff, so yeah. So
oh yeah, also Middle Eastern people.
So they are also paying.
I've seen a lot of jokes about Google getting dismantled and being.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's another thing that we need to talk about. Not only Google and Meta, both of them are facing legal, but there is no proper argument from the technology companies that is favoring them at the moment.
Yeah, that
I don't know whether
kept.
they'll be broken up or not, but it's not good so far.
Yeah, but they are a little bit too big for their own good. I mean,
exactly. They control
it.
too much stuff, too much power. And also, speaking of that, also they think now they are targeting Elon Musk satellites, right? Like he wants to put more satellites in the lower Earth orbit to make the Starlink the global internet thing.
I thought that already was allowed.
It's allowed, but you need more satellites to give connectivity to the entire Earth.
Yeah, because you don't have that
dude,
much range.
You need like 20,000 satellites or something like crazy number. So
yeah,
they're launching like every month 200-300 fucking shipments of satellites. So it's like
it's good training.
Now the thing is, scientists are also worried like, dude, you're fucking up the solar space or the space itself, the low orbit space, and many star researchers are like, it's going to be too noisy and stuff, and then space debris, and also just think the amount of power that he'll have. He controls internet basically.
Yeah, that's also
if
true.
Google and Facebook does their thing, like controlling the censorship. And
now I have 4 more years with him at the helm, like an important
but
government
technologically
position.
it will be a great thing for all of us. Like
as long as he remains
sane, which is
sane or at least like good-willed to some degree.
But I mean, he's not a guy who wants to make money. Like he bought like, Twitter, like he could have done.
Yeah, he bought Twitter and then lost stuff because of it, right? It seems a little bit more.
I mean,
virtuous.
So
far more virtuous than somebody like Bezos, right? Who's just he does not care about people's.
I mean, he's a different kind of guy. He has Amazon. He's happy. He's done everything in his life.
Yeah, but also Blue Origin, right?
Yeah.
The fight between those two. I'd much rather have Elon than Bezos controlling the rockets.
That will be basically like Virgin Atlantic's the moon mission, you know, Richard Branson. They also tried the same thing. Before Elon and this guy, space tourism, Virgin Atlantic wants to do. First they were thinking, I think, maybe
Virgin
going to
Atlantic,
moon. Yeah, first I think they were talking about going to moon, and then for some reason I think they couldn't do this. Then they started space tourism, I guess, and then they couldn't do that also, and they filed bankruptcy or something like fucked up. So it's like
that's sad.
Really not the great outcome. Imagine that's how if Bezos would have done it, it would have gone like the same way. I hope.
You hope for him to go bankrupt?
I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but yeah, the point is still the same. I don't want Bezos to be the controller. Like, just think of the options. Because there's a bunch of billionaires, right, in the world. There's not that many, but there's a lot of them. And considering all of them, who would you rather want?
Yeah.
Right? Like, they're all insane to some degree, but at least Elon isn't.
I mean, you have to be insane at that level to be even that successful.
Yeah.
You know? Otherwise, it's not happening. Like, you see, right, PayPal co-founders, right, Peter Thiel, they're all successful. They have a lot of money, but they are not doing any of these things. They are all still normal compared to like these crazy guys.
Yeah.
Like Mark Zuckerberg is also crazy enough.
Yeah, he's
He's
been in and out.
crazy, dude. Like he and his we read Noah Kagan's book, right? How much his ambition to make Facebook grow was a primary goal. Now he's Meta, doing VR stuff, WhatsApp, Instagram. They are doing their own thing and then trying to compete with Twitter, Threads and stuff. So it's like Mark Zuckerberg is also ambitious guy, and they do a lot of AI shit as well now. Fucking lot of AI stuff. Nobody talks so much about them. We all talk about Google, Nvidia and stuff, but Meta is one more elephant in the room. We all write code in their language, at some point it was all completely written in their language. So yeah.
The AI models? Okay, yeah.
There are two big programming libraries that they use for creating code, okay? One is TensorFlow, another one is called PyTorch. TensorFlow is from Google.
Yeah.
PyTorch is from Facebook. So the world uses these two. First it was all TensorFlow. Now completely shifted, like 80-20, maybe 90-10 to PyTorch. Almost all of it. So yeah, Mark Zuckerberg is there, and Elon, and then these guys, and Bill Gates, kind of biggest loser of this election probably, right?
How much did he donate?
I think close to 100 million, I think.
Which is I mean, for him probably not that much.
Yeah.
It's like you're giving away $100 to your.
Even Melinda Gates was also giving. I think the foundation itself gave. I think. Yeah.
Should that anyway? Yeah.
I mean, it's legal. That's why they're doing it.
How much as Bill Gates?
Donation for election 2024 something.
To Harris. Bill Gates privately says he has backed Harris with 50 million privately though. So that's just out of his pocket.
So other than that, 50 I think. Yeah, 50. Yeah. I was thinking 50, then I thought it'll be too low. I just cannot believe it's just 50.
Yeah, that seems like nothing to him.
Yeah.
That seems like it should be a little bit higher. How old is Bill Gates now? I feel like he's always been kind of in his 40s.
He's so old, I think.
He always looks old.
Yeah.
Just 50.
Really?
It's a low ball.
Oh my god,
but
he's younger than Joe Rogan.
No. Hey, money.
Oh, okay. 50 million, okay, sorry. The age.
Not the age, no. So, yeah, anything other?
I guess that's it. We covered the topic. So, once again, the recap is how podcast, the traditional media is almost dead at this point. Nobody cares. They all want to watch it as a comedy, It's like a scripted comedy at this point. All the traditional media.
Yeah.
Podcasts are all, and Elon Musk also said in Joe Rogan, you get to know the real person in the second and third hour of talking, not in the first hour, basically, everything will fall off in the first hour.
Yeah, you can only keep it up for that long, right? After you.
That's one of the things, right? Kamala Harris told Joe Rogan's team that 45 minutes to her place, fly and let's do it. Dude, you cannot do shit in 45 minutes, man.
And at her place too, so it's
her
premises.
They want people in the room and all those things.
Yeah, so they don't ask the wrong questions. Yeah, so that's for sure one of the reasons she lost though, because of.
I am still so pissed that she not fucking come, man.
She should have attended.
Everybody still talks about that, Every podcast yes now.
I mean, she could.
I'm very surprised she not come. Dude, we are also surprised.
She can still attend though. I guess it wouldn't help
her.
her.
The thing is, it is hard for her. Just think, most of it is. She doesn't have strong argument for most of the things. Yeah. What will she say?
Yeah, she'll just get beat up by Rogan.
What will she say? They're already in power. If whatever she says we will do, why are you not doing it already, motherfucker?
Yeah, that's the number one argument. Look at all these promises. What about doing them now? Please.
You are literally in the power.
Yeah, you want to be the border czar? Please. Jesus, get over it.
So yeah, that's it, guys. So hope you guys like the content, and then you guys can check out our other political videos as well. We talked about Trump and then the JD Vance and all those people and how they predicted the elections and stuff. And we are also doing a lot of topics in science as well, technology and stuff. So please do check all our videos and see you.
That's all we have. Thank you.